for joining us. I'm Rasha Goel with the Hollywood Critics Association, and today I'm talking to the cast of Mr. Malcolm's List. Hello. I'm going to start off with you, Zawe. This film is based on a book, on a novel. So for you, Zawe, especially when we saw Julia come on screen, she always had a way of lighting up the screen, and there was something new that she brought to the table. Now, did you read the book prior to filming, or did you just bring in your own fresh perspective on this character?
Oh, I did not have time to read the novel, sadly, and I usually would immerse myself completely in the source material. But I was cast within about 24 hours, and then had to get myself to Dublin Island where we were shooting the film, and there was 2 weeks to sort of prep the whole script. So if I'd had the time, I would have read it, but. It's interesting. I think Emma kind of was keen for all of us actors to stay as true as we could to the screenplay that Suzanne Alain, the author of the book, had written, because there could have been some elements in the book that may have been different or distracting. But to be honest, I think the tone that Suzanne creates in her book, inspired by Jane Austen, also inspired by people like P.G. Wodehouse and Oscar Wilde, it is shot through that screenplay. There's a wittiness and a Britishness and a acerbicness that seems to sort of encapsulate everything that she wanted to do with the book. So yeah, thank you for saying that.
Well, and it's incredible. I mean, just with all the characters, all of your character reactions for each one of you, I mean, it picks up on screen so well. And Theo, I'm going to jump to you and ask you, as a viewer, you feel so a part of this film. Like, I felt like I was right there with a lot of the scenes. So for you as an actor, with some of those rooms that may be smaller and the camera's right there, how does that enable you as an actor? I mean, is that easy? Is that hard? What were the challenges that you may or may not have faced?
I would say, yeah. I mean, we really wanted to lean into the contemporary nature of the story. I think Emma, the director, that was her MO from the beginning, including the proof of concept with the Shore, and we wanted to make the characters feel both of the time, but also as naturalistic as possible. There's a natural closeness and stiff upper lipness to Regency period drama, but we kind of all felt like we wanted to lean away from that a little bit and soften them, make them funnier, make them a little bit more sardonic, and those were the kind of challenges we had, because we all felt we were on the same boat in terms of how we wanted to pitch it slightly differently tonally.
And I wanted to also ask you this: if each one of you had your own Malcolm's list, what would be the one quality that needs to be on that list?
I'd want myself a Malcolm. I mean, look at
You're
that guy.
just like,
Jesus.
I have one word on my list: shop everything. I'm completely the same as millions of other people in saying that I think kindness is always a top priority. I just think if you're a fool, stay away.
Exactly.
Theo, did you want to add anything else to that?
No, just, I hope you picked up on my mustache. That was an important part of the story.
It is, and I did. And I actually have a little bit more. I have a little bit more time here, so I'm really happy. I want to ask you both this too. I felt each of the characters, they left learning something about themselves by the time we got to the end of the film. So for both of you, especially when you do a period piece, was there something that you learned about yourself as a person, as an artist, when you were done with this film? Because you guys have done such a huge array of work.
That's such a good question. I learned that the 1800s is my era.
Yeah.
I don't know how or why. I just loved it, and there seemed to just be lots of aspects of my personality that blended with that time. That's sort of doing myself down a bit, maybe, but yeah, that was a surprise to me.
You did fit very well into Regency England. Yeah, for me, I think my character finds everything amusing, even the heart, the insult with the compliment. And I think, that's a good way to look at life. Find it amusing, enjoy everything.
Well, thank you both so much. So many magical moments on the screen. So excited for this movie to come out for the audiences. Have a great day.
So kind. Thank
Thanks a lot.
you.